11 years ago, the film Inglorious Basterds was released, which was praised for its direction, cinematography, and the performances given by various actors in the movie. Although it was a great movie, but it was criticized for the historical liberties that it had taken, as it was not even close to what we had read in the history books. The film tells us an alternate history story of two plots to kill the Nazi Germany leader, Adolf Hitler. These plots are planned by two very different kinds of people. One is planned by a young French Jewish woman named Shoshana who has the reasons to kill him, and the other is planned by the British government but is carried out by American Jewish soldiers led by First Lieutenant Aldo Raine. The film also had a very big star cast for actors like Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz, Eli Roth, Michael Fassbender, Millie Laurent, and many others starred in it. The film's title was inspired by Enzo Castellari's The Inglorious Basterds, though it was not a remake of it.
Est-ce la propriété de Perrier-Lapadite?
Je suis Perrier-Lapadite.
C'est un plaisir de vous rencontrer, monsieur Lapadite. Je suis le colonel SS Hans Landa.
Que puis-je faire pour vous?
J'espérais que vous m'inviteriez à entrer chez vous afin que nous puissions avoir une discussion.
Certainement. Après vous.
Nein! Was alles soll ich von diesen Jugendschweinen noch ertragen? Schlachten meine Männer ab wie Fliegen. Kennen Sie schon das neueste Gerücht, das Sie in Ihrem angstgetriebenen Wahn verbreiten? Der meine Männer mit einem Prügel totschlägt, den man Bärenjude nennt, soll ein Golem sein.
Das ist doch Soldatentratsch.
As I said, Quentin Tarantino's movies are known for its acting and direction. Now let me explain those in detail. Quentin Tarantino's movies are known for its out-of-the-box writing, the direction, and the actors he hires to play the role of characters written by him. And I don't know how, but he manages to do all those things perfectly. In terms of acting, all the characters have portrayed the role of their characters really well and they fit the description of these characters perfectly. From the very start of his career, Quentin Tarantino has focused more on the portrayal of the characters written by him, and I believe that is the reason why every single one of his movies is praised for the acting. Like, there has not been a single movie in which there is not a character written by him which is very hard and complex to understand. In this movie, it is the character Hans Landa who was portrayed by Christoph Waltz, and for that portrayal, he also won an Academy Award.
You've had a nice long run, Aldo. Alas, you're now in the hands of the SS. My hands, to be exact. And they've been waiting a long time to touch you. Got you flinching. Tell me, Aldo, if I were sitting where you're sitting, would you show me mercy? Ooh, that's a bingo! Is that the way you say it? That's a bingo?
You just say bingo.
Other actors like Diane Kruger, Brad Pitt, Michael Fassbender, Eli Roth have also received praise for their characters. Quentin Tarantino has shot the movie really well and was able to capture all the elements of the scenes perfectly. The movie is a classic Quentin Tarantino thrill ride and has no difference to the previous movies made by him, except the storyline and the cinematography. He was able to show what impact does war and violence have on someone's family with the right amount of emotions portrayed by various characters, and how people ought to respond to the damages done to their family, like the character of Shoshana, who was hell-bent on taking revenge from Hitler for what he had done to her family, and the character of Aldo, who was involved in the war directly and wanted to kill Hitler and all the Nazis for what he had done to all the Jews. The movie was able to show right amount of violence and emotions, and Quentin Tarantino was able to showcase all those things perfectly.
My name is Lieutenant Aldo Rain, and I'm putting together a special team, and I need me 8 soldiers. 8 Jewish American soldiers. Now, y'all might have heard rumors about the Armada happening soon. Well, we'll be leaving a little earlier. We're gonna be dropped into France, dressed as civilians. Once we're in enemy territory, as a bushwhacking guerrilla army, we're gonna be doing one thing, and one thing only. Killing Nazis. When you join my command, you take on debit. A debit you owe me, personally. Each and every man under my command owes me 100 Nazi scalps.
Quentin Tarantino's movies are also known for its cinematography because of the camera angles, the movement of camera, and the placement of camera in the right place so that the shot can be captured really well, and he's able to show all the things that are needed to be shown in the scene. One of his famous shots is the trunk shot, which has been in his movies from the very start of his career. This shot was invented by him. Tarantino used his normal techniques to make a movie which he used in his previous movies to make a war film, whereas other directors learn new techniques to show the depth needed to be shown in a war film. But somehow it worked really well and blended in with the storyline that he aspired to make. All in all, Tarantino knew what he wanted for the film and was able to showcase that in the best way possible. The music of this film is one of the best parts about watching it, because it is intense and at the same time it is also engaging and keeps you on the edge of your seats and curious to know what is going to happen next in the film. For example, look at this scene.
It's been so long, and I've been putting out fire.
This kind of music, blended in with the cinematography of Quentin Tarantino, gives us a movie that we all praise and want to watch again and again.
I hope you don't mind if I go out speaking to kings.
By all means, Captain.
There's a special rung in hell reserved for people who waste good scotch. Seeing as I may be rapping on the door momentarily. I must say, damn good stuff, sir. Now, about this pickle we find ourselves in. It would appear there's only one thing left for you to do.
And what would that be?
Stiglitz.
Say auf Wiedersehen to your Nazi boss.
Jews. Bravery.
Quentin Tarantino wrote the script of Inglorious Basterds back in 1998 but struggled with the ending and decided to make the Kill Bill movie series instead. Then, after the release of Death Proof in 2007, he returned to work on it again and gave an ending that only a Tarantino film could have. The movie ends with Hitler being killed and all the characters gaining the revenge they needed from the very start. The movie has the right amount of violence, the right amount of suspense, and the amount of sarcasm that every movie needs to have. The movie won multiple awards and nominations, and among them 8 were Academy Award nominations, and it did a very good business at the box office.
Herman, uncuff them. I'm officially surrendering myself over to you, Lieutenant Rain. We're your prisoners.
How about my knife? Thank you very much, Colonel. Udovich cuffed Colonel's hands behind his back.
Oh, is that really necessary?
I'm a slave to appearances. I'm aware it ain't practical. I mean, at some point you gotta have to take it off. So, I'm gonna give you a little something you can't take off. You know something, Udovich? I think this just might be my masterpiece.